Hello and welcome to our giving community, where we take an in-depth look at the philanthropic organizations in our community. My name is Eva Hallman, the current student intern here at Auburn Main Street, and I will be your host for this series as we explore, discover, and learn about these amazing organizations. Today I am with Tanya Young, who is the executive director here at the Community Foundation. So first off, thank you so much for joining with me today.
Thank you for having me, Eva. I'm excited to be here. So I've been looking forward to this for a while.
I'm so excited to get to learn more about the Community Foundation. But before we talk about that, let's talk about you a little bit. Sure. So how long have you been with the Community Foundation, and what exactly is your role as executive director?
So I have been here just recently celebrated 3 years in March, and I am the executive director, or the CEO. So being the CEO comes with a lot of hats. I ultimately oversee everything here at the Community Foundation, and I'm just so excited to be here. It's such a great organization and such a great community. And prior to being here, I had worked in many nonprofits. I had also worked in the private sector. So I have a lot of experience from the private and the nonprofit sector, and so much of my past experience I've been able to bring here and put to good use here at our Community Foundation.
Sounds like you're a very valuable asset here to the Community Foundation and to our community in general. So about your work that you do here at the Community Foundation, there is a lot going on. There is scholarships, there's grants, there's other resources. Could you tell us a little bit about what those mean for those who might not understand?
Sure. So one of the things that I say when I explain the Community Foundation, we're a strong partner with United Way right here in DeKalb County. And I kind of compare us to them in a sense, but I say there's a difference. The United Way serves as somewhat of a checking account for our county, where we serve as more of a savings account. So we do a lot of things. We actually, we get gifts. So donors look to us for their giving, not just of their money, but also their talents and their time and volunteer work. And then we grant, we give. So the giving is done through grants and scholarships. Most of the young people, the high school students, know us for our scholarships, and we're very proud of that, and we work very hard to build those funds. But we also do granting, and that granting is done with nonprofits, but also charitable entities. So if there's a group of volunteers that want to paint a mural, and they're trying to figure out how can we get funds and get this mural painted, the Community Foundation is a great vehicle for that work. We also work with donors, and we're most proud of our endowments. Endowments is a word that means permanent, and so when funds are given here for endowments, they're invested forever. And the entities that actually benefit from those endowments, they actually receive gifts in perpetuity, which means forever. So when you give $1 to the Community Foundation, it's not just $1. It's $1 that we invest, we grow, and there's a return on that in perpetuity. So the foundation here is just one of the best vehicles for your giving, and we work hard to be a community resource to connect people to causes that they care about, that they're passionate about, and that really matter. So we do a lot of education in educating our donors, educating our local nonprofits, making sure that they're working together and not duplicating services. So the work here it's pretty extensive, it's important, but it is so rewarding, and our community's only better because we're here.
Mm-hmm. If someone heard this and was like, I want to be a part of this, I want to give, I want to further advance my community to what you're saying and to be able to grow it in this sort of fashion, how would they be able to do that?
So the giving from local individuals can come in 3 ways. It can come in their time, so they could volunteer here. We have over 10 committees that are active here at the Community Foundation that you can get involved in. And those are usually based upon your talents and your interests. And so we can match you with a committee of actual active volunteers. Some committees are more active than others, so we also want to make sure that we're serving you to your best interest. We don't want somebody that only wants to volunteer once a year to get on a committee that meets once a month. But we can match you honestly with your talents and your time. But then we also can match you with your treasures. So in that, I mean any gifts, and we take cash, securities, bonds. We entertain all those things. We work with donors for legacy giving. So we're really looking for those philanthropic individuals that want to give in legacy and perpetuity. But we also work with the donors who might just want to give a few dollars. And that's what's exciting about the Community Foundation. Our donors range from that smallest giver to a few coins, all the way up to our wonderful donor of Don Steininger, who gifted this building and this wonderful property. And, you know, we realize the importance of those donors across the range, and we have a diverse group of donors. So anyone can be a donor here. You don't have to have a lot of money. You can give of your time too. So that's what's exciting about the Community Foundation.
And everyone is important, whether they're a donor of their money or they're volunteering. Mm-hmm. And that is what's so special about our giving community, is that everyone donates and everyone is so special and unique of what their passion is. Because if they're passionate about education, they can definitely donate there, or if they're passionate about service projects. So when we're talking about how we feel about the Community Foundation, you're honestly the best person to look for. Yeah. So how do you feel personally that the Community Foundation has grown and benefited Auburn or DeKalb County as a whole?
We really do focus on the county, mm-hmm. and we want to make sure that all those pockets, those cities and towns across DeKalb County know that we're here and we're working for them. Mm-hmm. We're so blessed to be right here in Auburn, the seat of our county, and we're just a few blocks from downtown. We have community rooms that serve as a resource. So what's interesting and really beneficial to our entire county is if nonprofits want to meet, we have these community rooms here available, and it's very centralized. But we also, while we have a strong hold here in Auburn, we also work across the entire community. One of the neatest opportunities that my staff has gotten these last few months is we're taking community field trips. And we are going out as a staff once a month into the various cities and towns. Auburn is one of them. We're going into Auburn just next month, and we'll be visiting a local nonprofit. We'll also eat at a restaurant together, and we'll visit some of the community stakeholders that really are philanthropic, and we'll hear from them and meet with them. We were in Spencerville last month. We were in Corona the month before, in Waterloo. So while we're here and we're visible in Auburn, we really do work to bring the entire county together. And I think that is really our true mission, is making sure everybody's at the table and everybody's working together. Because we know by everybody working together, we all get stronger, and our community just gets better by working together.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for your time and sharing about the wondrous things that the Community Foundation does for our community. If you want or seek more details or information, check out cfdekalb.org. That is your guys' website, where you can find everything from grants, scholarships, and how you can get involved on a deeper level. Again, this has been your host, Eva Hallman, with Our Giving Community. I am the current student intern with Auburn Main Street. So happy to have you here, and I'll see you next time.